Hello and welcome to a live stream, guys. Now this has been quite a while since we've actually done a live stream. I am just at the moment making sure everything is working as it should be, and I do think we are kind of headed in that direction. Now we are going to be playing the new farming DLC. I am just going to point that out. That's pretty much going to be the way we start. No start farm, hard economy, start low and zero, and we're going to have £100,000. And we're kind of going to have to work our way from there, basically, and see what we can do. Just while we are here, though, I am just making sure everything is working as it should be, because, like I said, I haven't done this in a while in a live stream. I've been doing the YouTube videos, and yeah, right now it's more a case of just making sure everything is still working well. I think that's going to be the best one there. I think that's going to work quite well there. But yeah, hopefully we shouldn't have too many issues. This is also the first time I've ever done a live stream with my brand new internet, which is a good thing because the internet is so much better than the old one for streaming. I just can't guarantee it's because I've never used it before, so that's kind of going to be the idea. If any of the sound is out, guys, if I'm quiet or the music's too loud, just let me know. Like I say, I haven't done this in quite a while, so I do want to make sure everything is working well. As I say, it's weird not doing it for a while, but yeah, it's chat showing up on screen, so that is very good. It should be going off though, rather than staying constantly. So I do just need to quickly figure that one out. That is multi-chat settings. Let's have a look. Font size, bubbles. Yeah, this is the first time I've used Streamerbot as well. I don't tend to use it. But I'm trying to do more with it. Yeah, we're giving it a whirl. Like I say, I've just been enjoying the new I've just been enjoying the game again lately, like a lot, and I want to play the new DLC, but I don't want to just spend like half an hour a day to an hour a day playing. I kind of want to just play it from for like a few hours all at once kind of thing. Don't mind me, guys, if I am a little bit quiet a second. I won't be a second. I'm trying to just figure out I've got the announcement messages showing, which is fine. It's just they're meant to disappear after so long, and I can't find that setting. For the life of me, I cannot find that setting in the Twitch chat on not his information. So you got scroll there, you got scroll there, you got scroll there. Embedded messages. Shows YouTube chat if there was any, but we're not on YouTube today. It'll show that, show that. Right, apparently it may show TikTok comments, but I don't think I got TikTok signed into there just yet. One thing at a time, but we do have a separate chat for TikTok reading today, which is very handy. Yeah, that's very strange. It's supposed to disappear. And it's not. I'm not really bothered. We'll start the series just in a minute. I'm kind of just giving it a few minutes just to see if there's any bugs we do need to just quickly figure out. But yeah, our plan today is, like I said, just to start with £100,000, load up a brand new save, and kind of just go from there. We're not going to buy any farms straight away. We've got to buy some machinery and stuff, and kind of work along those rules. Don't want to loan, not unless I have to. Right, I can't seem to make that disappear. It's Yeah, welcome in everybody. Welcome. How we doing? Ah, there it is. Hi chat after 30 seconds. That will do. Right, 1 second here, guys. I do need to just quickly jump. This shouldn't really, yeah, I just need to get my nutty chat link and change these settings over. This should then improve. Hopefully that is just going to quickly figure out. And that's why I just took the time for a couple of minutes to just basically figure out what should happen. If it doesn't work, we'll just figure out in the next one. I have realised I don't have my steering wheel working. There we go. So yeah, we are going to be a new... No, we're not. We're going to start from scratch. We are going to have £100,000. We're going to have 0 loans. We're going to play it on a difficulty of hard. And we are going to have no starting farm and no guided tour. And to be quite honest with you guys, right now, I have just realised there's a mod I need to update. But I'm not going to be able to do that right now. I'm just going to put in every single mod we have. So this will take a minute or two. Right. Just double checking these things. Yeah, this is very weird how I am just gonna refresh the cache of that current page. There we go. There we go. We'll just quickly get that changed while the game's loading. Yeah, welcome. Oh, welcome. I feel really weird because like I haven't done a live stream in so long, and when we were last live streaming, we were playing on the Minecraft server. But it's so nice to be back doing some farming. The game hasn't crashed, by the way, guys. It's just that there's just that many mods in my mods folder. It just takes forever, especially like the first time you load up as well. Right, we are ready. We do not need to change our character. Our character is just looking as mostly me as possible, although he does have the different hair now. And yeah, I just need to give this a second because yeah, them frames are not right for the graphics card I have. Right, so we have got a little bit of money in the bank. We are just going to pause the time for a second in game so we don't miss anything, but we do need to buy some machinery, and we only have £100,000 and we need to ideally buy a couple of things. I really don't want to buy that one, but at the moment that is looking like it is the only thing we can buy. Wow, that is that's crap. That's not over great. I think we might have to go down this route. 147 break horsepower, 31 hours. Let's have a look. What else we have got? So if we buy that, now I know we're just looking here, guys. We could buy that. That's got quite a bit of horsepower. Let's see actually. 160. So it's got the worst horsepower. Thinking then, yeah, we do need to go down the route of this. We could buy that 37 grand. We've got 100 grand to spend. We could buy that for 23 grand. So that's going to be what, 60 grand ish spent. 61 grand. That will give us a mower for some contracts. So that would still give us 40 grand left still to spend, which is actually really good. So I want to try and make the most of the discount store while it's possible. Like, that's a good price. Can't afford any of these. Can't afford these. If I buy that, I'd have nothing for a tractor. So yeah, we've got some really good good options. Right, if you just give me 1 second, guys. I just need to... I don't know if it's possible. I want to see if I can turn live preview off on the TikTok stream. That's just what I wanted to do. I'm going to go down there. So yeah, we're going to go down this route. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not going to just go for this one, guys. I feel like this here just doesn't work well. Personally, I don't know. I'm just not keen on that tractor at all. Where this one here kind of gives us some options going forward. I am liking that. I'm thinking that's going to be our starting machine. We don't have to do this, by the way. We could just go straight into small tractors. But then I'm thinking here, I'm thinking along the lines of power. Although I've got to be honest, 130 brake horsepower for a brand new fast track. Do you know what? We're going to start with that. It's a brand new DLC. We do need that though. We can't do that. Right. Okay. So we've got. Can't afford that. I think we're going to buy that because it's only £1,500. We'll go with standard tyres for now because it's going to save us a little bit of money. What are we doing here? 130, right, so 150, so that's an extra 10 grand. So we can't really justify that price at the moment either. So let's have a look. Right, we're going to buy that then. That is going to be really? I can't have you're not gonna let me you're not gonna let me have this, are you? I don't want Matty. I hate that. I just can't stand being called that. So let's have a look. So let's go with Matt. All I can do really is I'm trying to find a different way of doing it. Are you only giving me 2 types of number plates? Oh, that's terrible. 0001. There we go. That will have to do. We only want it on the back only. I don't like number plates on the front. So that's going to be £53,000 with a £1,500 upgrade. So that is going to be that done. So let's just have a little look what contracts are available. Now, I might have to actually unpause the game for this. So let's have a look. Let's leave it on 5 times now and have a look at what contracts. Is there any mowing contracts? Right, so there are a couple of fertilizing contracts. They could be quite good. There's a baling contract there on 23. That's not really worth it. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. I'm looking for a mowing contract. Bale wrapping, deadwood still. No, there is nothing for... Yes, there's one mowing contract. So I think we're going to start with a mowing contract. And I'll tell you the reason why. Oop. We are going to go straight back into shop. I think we're just going to go out and buy the Batwing while it's in the shop. I've also realised there is a front loader as well. That might be worth picking up. So we're going to go here. We're going to go do. I want to make sure that's mowing and not mulching. Not bothered about the colour, not bothered about the colour, not bothered about the colour. Number plate doesn't actually matter on this because it will just sync up to the tractor. So we're going to buy that for 23 grand. And yeah, I've not actually spent really any time in this. I've spent like maybe 2 minutes just kind of figuring out where the shop was. So I do feel like the map has a lot of wasted space, but I also understand why it's like this. There's meant to be a boat you can drive. So we are at the shop there, and we're doing field number 3 first, which is right there. So that is actually really, really close. And we are obviously starting over here. There is meant to be as well another cow farm somewhere on the map. I can't, like I say, I'm going to figure all that out as we go. But to be honest, guys, you're a creepy old man. Okay, watching me. Stalking me. Yeah, this has got some very, very nice detail. I'm not going to lie. For a default giant map, I think this is really, really, really good, to be honest. Don't mind me if I'm pressing wrong buttons, guys. I have to lean in to use my keyboard, and sometimes it just puts me in a slightly odd angle. Wow, this is... There's a lot. This looks really good for a default map. I am... First impressions. Yep, we've got a cow jumping with excitement. Oh yeah, these are... Wow, I like them. They're awesome, guys. They are looking the part, to say the least. Wow. Fantastic. Right, let's get on with 1 or 2 of our jobs. So we do have some game settings I do need to change, guys. 1 day only. We do want ploughing. I don't want disaster. I've got no interest in disasters and stuff. Fuel image is normal, off. Automatic engine is off. Stop go brake. Yeah, that's... I want the AI workers, if we do use any, to not buy anything. Tip anywhere. Missions per farm, we'll change that to 5. Realistic spread pattern, I'm not really bored about that. Yeah, I just want to double check all of these before we really start. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. Alright. Let's see how we go then, guys. So we've got to go to field number 3 first. Now there might be a little bit of stuttering on this, guys, while we first start this, because at the end of the day we have not loaded in much of the shaders on this map, so it might just come across as a little bit stuttery and juddy to start with. You know what I think one of my problems is right now? I think my game has reset my steering wheel dead zone. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to pop onto the screen my steering wheel software. Right, so... Wow. That's 165 degree. Wow. I tell you why. My steering wheel has loaded my trucking profile. That's looking I think that's looking a little bit better. There we go. Right, so we are going to field number 3, which is to the left and then to the right. Right, we will just leave the little mini map on the bottom corner for now, just because we do not know our way around this map in the slightest. I'm trying to hope this is a mower and not mulcher mode. There is technically 2, and I just kind of bought the first one, but because we bought it second hand, it didn't tell us what category it was in. That is not great. Why is my steering wheel feeling so badly? Yo, dude, how we doing, guys? How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are in the Twitch chat, I do apologise. I'm just figuring out a couple of little niggles. Yeah, this is... I'm literally just... That's full lock, apparently. Does the JCB got really bad turn lock? I don't know. It just doesn't seem... It doesn't seem right. I feel like it's... I had to change a load of settings yesterday on SnowRunner. That was the last game I was playing. I just feel like this tractor's got no turning at all, and I feel like my steering wheel is slightly bugged out. It's supposed to load up profiles automatically, but I don't feel like it is doing. Can you select? Well, yeah, I think it's just a manual. The Moser wheel is a little bit on the... I don't want to say like the weird side, but sometimes when there's a game update, I am just going to look. We're just going to cure this problem by testing something. I'm just going to double check the dead zone settings. It moves too much before we... So that's the farm stick, 10%. Moser, 1% for steering. That's very strange. It's... Yeah, it just feels like it's off slightly. But yeah, it's definitely there. It's definitely right. It just seems to be very weird. I don't know. Is it maybe a JCB setting? Yo guys, how we doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. How we doing? Hello. I don't feel like my TikTok alerts are working. I'm getting nothing in my ear, which is very strange. So while that's loading, I will just take a look at those settings. Yeah, the settings obviously work because one has just come up there as a test. So they are working. I don't know, guys. It's a while since I've done a live stream. I'll probably have some bugs to figure out. I am doing... I'm working on things as we go, really. Like I say. It's nice to be doing some streaming, actually. I'm trying to just load up my Twitch stream on my phone. It's a nice way of just kind of keeping an eye on things, really. Mod view is here. I don't need mod view on my phone. Select, yeah. Like I said, I wanted to just double check the. So we've got turn on mower, lower mower, toggle steering mode, control Y, all wheel steering. That's probably going to be exactly what I needed for this. But like I say, we weren't 100% sure. Need to press G for that. Need to lower that, turn that on, and we basically need to just give this a whirl. And hopefully, this is not going to suck too bad. I feel like I've got a 5090, and because I'm like proper like good quality streaming to Twitch and also going to TikTok in relatively good quality, it is affecting the frames, but it's really strange because I can... Oh, I tell you what, I've just realised I am not using my second GPU for encoding. I am using the NVIDIA for everything. So we will get back into the corner of that field very, very soon. Guys, this steering is Do you know what it is? I've got no spring back. I've got no spring back. That's what the problem with the steering is. There's no spring back on the Moser. It's really just, yeah, the Moser's just been really weird and it's not springing back. That's really strange. Like, I know technically tractors don't have spring back and like go back to the center, but I always set my wheel to do it. My Moser's currently not doing. This is the same problem I used to have with my Logitech wheel, but it only ever affects Farming Simulator. That's what the problem is. That's why it doesn't feel right, because there's no spring back. Even when you are not moving, there's no spring back. Well, as you can see, we've done one headland and we've already done 20 miles per hour. 20%, sorry. 20%, not miles per hour. But we are working at 15 miles per hour, which is a very good speed to be working at with the mower. This mower's a little bit overkill, to be honest, for probably this map. But you know what? It was in the shop. It was second hand. I'm not saying no to this mower. Really need to get up there, but I've got to be honest, the no spring on the steering right now is really affecting me. The reason I didn't think to check this before I actually went live is because I haven't had this issue since I set it up, but I wonder if it's because the game profile's not loaded. I wonder if it reset to default after playing SnowRunner. Maybe. I haven't played farming since Friday, but yeah, that's most likely going to be the issue with it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We always do. We always do. But yeah, live stream wise, guys, I don't know. The first one was always just going to be like a tester. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow. I'm not 100% sure why my alerts are not working. They are not working TikTok or Twitch, which is really strange because, well, they should be. they should be. But yeah, I'll read it when it comes up in the chat. So big shout out to the followers. I do appreciate it. Yeah, this is really affecting me. I can't literally use the tractor because I'm oversteering what I actually need to oversteer. So let me just load up the we have auto loaded the ETS profile. Okay, that is exact. Right, so we have now just loaded the Moser Farming Simulator 25. So technically, there we go. There we go. That is feeling nicer. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Apparently, we were stuck on Euro Truck Simulator. I wouldn't mind, but Euro Truck is not the last game I played. It was SnowRunner yesterday. Very strange how that has done that. How are we doing, guys? Welcome everybody. Thank you for watching the first live stream in, you know what, I think it's got to be April, May time since we last did a live stream. Like I say, we've had a lot of building work going on over the last few months. Mowing is really affecting frames. Like I say, we are playing in 4K. I am technically recording as well. Normally I use my second GPU for encoding, and I've looked at the settings and I'm encoding on the 5090, but it is with fully maxed out settings. It is seemed to be around about the 50 mark when streaming. But don't forget, I am also like recording 4K. I'm playing 4K max settings. I'm streaming in 2K to Twitch, and I'm streaming I want to say I'm streaming 2K to TikTok, because technically just virtual cameras over. I'm not 100% sure. I say it's been a while, and I've changed a lot of settings since the last time I did some live streaming. We're using a new chatbot. It should technically run alerts, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. But like I say, I can fix problems after the stream. If we can just get a couple of hours under our belt with relatively good stream quality. One thing after another. One thing at a time, one thing after another. That's all we can do. Definitely feels better though playing Farming Simulator 25 with the Farming Simulator 25 steering wheel setup. Too bad my boys are at school now and they love your videos. And yeah, like I say, dude, it's not that YouTube videos are going to stop. I just wanted to take some time to actually play some games, because like when you make a video, you play for like an hour, you edit all the bits out, you get it dwindled down, things like that. And but what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and upload the VODs of the live stream to YouTube, so they will be there. I just don't know how long that takes to do. Like I say, I haven't done it this way for a while, and I could just live stream to Twitch as well, but I kind of just want to spend some time, and I want to get things working well before we start to expand into different platforms. Like TikTok's relatively easy. You open the software and basically just turn the virtual camera on and press go live, because everything's done via OBS. If I had a stream key for TikTok, it would obviously all run through OBS without TikTok Studio, but I can't really... I can't get a stream key. They just won't seem to give me one, and they don't like to give them out at the best of times, so... I am very juddery though. I'm not liking the fact that I'm juddering a lot. And it's only while I'm live streaming. To be honest, let me just... We're not even using all of the processing power. That is the worst thing about that. The 5090 is using 75%, and yet it's... Well, as you can see in the top corner now, just gone into the 60s again. I think it's like mowing. I had this problem on Saxlingham when I was tedding. Like the animation of the tedding just absolutely killed it with maximum 4K settings. It just killed it. Well, that's why I tend to use the Intel Arc, which, as you can see in the top left if you're watching on quick. That's my second GPU. It's literally just an AV1 and streaming encoding card, and I had it originally from the 4080. But like I say, we are playing in I think 1440 on Twitch. That's what the live quality stream should be. But if it doesn't work well and we need to lower it down to 1080, we will. Now, we're technically not... We have technically finished this contract, but I am just gonna spend some time doing this and just finish it, just because there's not much left to go, and that is going to be our very first job on Kinlaig. I wouldn't want to dare try, and I'm just going to butcher this without the Scottish accent to do it. What are your thoughts on the new DLC? Dude, up to now, I am really liking this. The map, from what we've seen, looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, even there, like, we're not moving now. Even them settings are proper low frames. Like we play on Saxlingham and we have like 130 frames. So I know it's like the streaming side of things that's killing the frame. We don't have a farm yet, guys, so we will have to just leave all our equipment at the shop. The shop will mind, but they're gonna have to get a grip. Yeah, overall, like I'm zoomed out a lot on third person, just trying to take in as much of the detail on the scenery as possible. And to be honest, it's lovely. I'm loving the fact that we've got some British brands in. This has to be one of Giant's best ever maps they've made as like a DL, you know, as a default map. Right, so we're just going to drop that there, guys, and we're just going to go into here and we're going to get our very first payment. £3,965. I've got no idea what we're going to do next. We can't afford a harvester. These would be good contracts to do. If we get a flatbed trailer, we already have the linkage for the front loader. And if we do come into here, there is some front loaders in the shop. Or there was. There's one there. It's a little bit on the short side, but it doesn't really matter. I can't remember what brand, though, of... we got. Yeah, do you know what? I think we're going to buy that. We're going to buy that straight away. And I think we need to look. We've got 2 hoeing contracts, and I think that might be worth doing as well. So if we just go back into the shop, always check the shop first. You never know what's going to be in the shop. It might be something we can use. Obviously, heavily discounted down as well is kind of what I'm thinking. But there does not seem to be a hoe in the shop. So, weeders. Hose plough ground, £12,000, 6.2 meters. Do you know what? 6.2 meters, we can get one of those. We'll leave it in red. We're going to leave things as a standard colour. We're going to buy that, £12,000. And we are now going to hopefully pray both these hoeing contracts are still here. Done it again. Gotta go on to there. I still get confused with this hoeing. I'm going to accept both of those. I don't think, to be honest, the hoeing is going to take over long to do. Yep, there is our little products. I haven't looked in the shop yet, actually. These not open. Right, okay. So the repair shop is around the side. I was kind of hoping it was going to be around the back. That's... yeah, this is nice. So customers can come here and watch the tractors being worked on. I feel like there's a lot of empty space here. I feel like there's a lot of empty space right here. Yeah, that's really cool, guys. I'm really impressed with this. And we need to go out of the shop this time, and we need to turn right. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to start this live series like this is just the fact that we can travel the map. We can travel the map a lot easier by doing contracts around the map. Your use shop is a lot bigger. Yes, I have a very custom mod. I use the Sail Plus mod, but I've massively edited it. Basically, just to be able to get cheaper, not cheaper items like a tractor cheaper, but more along the lines of, if you use the standard Sail Plus mod, you cannot you'll never get a bale come up in your shop, for example, because it's under the price. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road here. So what I've done is I've gone in and I've edited the mod, renamed it so it doesn't need updating, and yeah, it works a lot better for me. The items, it probably won't stay full like that. It will probably get a lot less as items expire. You will find, you know, you've only got a 50% chance of a new item every hour, so it will get less. But we will get, you know, well, 50% chance of new items every hour. Right, let's have a bit of a look. We need the field entrance. So the field is now on the left and we need the entrance. So this is our field here just to the left, and we are looking for the way in. And right now I don't know where that is. Somewhere around here. I'm going to presume I've got to go up this dirt track then. Like I say, it's going to take me a while to figure my way around this map. Yes, it's all the way up here. This is just going to be the way it is. Like I say, I've not remotely done too much on this game, on this map. This is the very first time I've actually played it. The first time I'm driving around. I do like the fact the gates open outwards. That is going to keep catching me out though until I get used to it. That is awesome. I think we're better off on this one actually just turning the GPS on. It's not like I can actually... Wow, that is a relatively big field. Wow, that is huge. So if we lower that down and we put our foot on the accelerator, we should start hoeing this. Let's always make sure. There we go. We're straight into 1%. So we know the hoe is actually working on this field. Like I say, I know it is a hoe and I know this field wants hoeing. Doesn't mean there isn't any mod conflicts or anything. Yeah, this is looking very, very good indeed. I'm very happy with the way this series is starting. Come on, tractor. Pick a gear. I don't want to have to go to manual. Go left. Yeah, dude, thank you for hanging out and chatting in the stream. Yo, Yorkshire Bricklayer, how you doing, pal? I am here, dude. I am watching chat. I've just got 2 different chat pages. It's all fun and games. Yeah, how we doing? How we doing, pal? Long time no speak. Although, you know, Yorkshire Bricklayer. Whereabouts in Yorkshire you do? Because I need some free work doing. Yeah, I'm in Yorkshire. I need some free brickwork doing. What's your favourite job on a farm? Do you know what? I can't just pick one, because I do like fertilising. I do like a good variety of jobs. Yo, there's the Dragon Lady, guys. There's the Dragon Lady, the ball and chain. Yeah, my alerts are not working, so like I said, I am having to just keep an eye on the chats, and to be honest, it's proving quite difficult. I've got one on the left and one on the right, and the one on the right on TikTok, it's a very small bot. The Dragon Lady, thank you for the heart. Yeah, I'm great, thanks, mate. Yeah, like I say, dude, been very, very... I've just popped in because I'm busy. Would you be busy if I disconnect your internet? Yeah, I appreciate it, Dragon Lady. Only Dragon Lady can work from home and basically do what the hell she wants. This job is in the hundreds on the frames. Whereas the hay, as in the grass cuttings getting thrown up, is just crazy. Which stream is stuttering right now? Dude, reload the app. I am seeing that. That is very, very, very strange. I'm watching the stream on my phone, and that is weird because I'm having a frame issue, but now on OBS, but my game has picked up frames. That is really, really strange. I do believe the frames have just come back. Yeah, but yeah, guys, you're gonna have to forgive me for some of the issues we may have today. Since I last live streamed, we have a completely brand new internet with a completely different company. In theory, we do have a better upload speed, but we do have some issues with it occasionally. But then again, we have like 50 devices connected to a default IPS router. I don't think that helped. I am watching it on my phone, and it is picking back up now, which is very handy. Yeah, how are we doing now, guys? How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Yeah, it's a bit weird, guys, that the alerts are not working. I'm not really 100% sure why they're not working. They are happily set up to be working. Now it's perfect again. I'm watching. Yeah, dude, I've got like a 1 gig up and down connection. I'm glad I've got the 1 gig connection up and down, where I used to be with Virgin and they didn't do that. They give you like 1200 download, but they'd only give you like 100 upload. I've now gone with Grain Broadband. To be honest, I've gone with Grain Broadband to cut back on expenditure. I got internet for £16 a month for 9 months, and then goes up to 35 quid at the end of it. But basically, I got it half price for 9 months. And it's just like a way of just cutting back a little bit on bill saving. Just, you know, big ass house, it costs a lot, and it's just one of the ways to do it. But I've got to be honest, I don't rate Grain as good as it was. I have noticed the frames I've noticed, guys, the frames are dropping in that one area on the map. As I drive down here now, I can see them picking back up again. Dude, thank you for liking the stream, man. Everybody who is liking the stream, I do appreciate it. Like I said, I've got a very small chat box on TikTok, guys, so it does take me a few seconds to get through them. That is pretty much... I'll tell you what I do want to do, actually. I want to start in this opposite corner. So it is going to look like we're going to overlap this a little bit, but it'll be fine. I want to start doing the roads going up and down in this corner. But yeah, if there is any stuttering, guys, like I said, this is what I'm trying to work out, how well I can push that 900. Like, if I have to drop the streams down to 1080, I'm not really bothered. I will do that. But I won't know to do that until we have a stream in the current settings that we are using. I'm trying to work this out, guys. I've got to go this way. I've got to keep coming this way. I'm looking for the very, very end row. I should have maybe tweaked the rows we're doing. Change the angle so it was a little bit more in a better direction than what we are actually doing. So we are looking for the very, very, very end row. And I do believe it's this one. yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you for the likes as well, guys. That has jumped up massively. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoop. I didn't mean to do that. But this is what I like about a live stream, though, as well, is you can have just a good conversation. Now, I don't know if we're going to be like live streaming like every day. I haven't really got an idea of schedule. I kind of want to work the kinks out first. So, like, I've noticed there's a few little tweaks needed for, say, the next stream. If I can get them tweaks done today, I could maybe have another no, might not stream tomorrow, though, guys. Just because it's the death anniversary of me mum, and I don't know what I'm going to be like tomorrow. I might try and have a little stream again tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I will see how I am, really, to be honest. That's the easiest way to say that. I'm going to go all the way to the end. I know this is going to be a little bit like, well, you don't need to go to the end. It's more a case of I want to go to the end. Just try and make sure we don't miss any. Yeah, well, that's the idea, pal. I say it's only been a couple of years, and yeah, it's been a weird one. So we are apparently 26% done on this contract, and to be honest with you, I don't really see this. There is a Bergman HTW in the shop, 77,000. Well, we can't. There's no point even looking because we can't even afford that. We are farm simple, to be honest. I maybe should have left the row as well. Sometimes you're gonna see me like, oh well, you know, corners and that might just take a little while lifting machinery and stuff. Long story short, guys, the Moser wheel, the buttons are in completely different places compared to the old Logitech steering wheel, and it does sometimes take me a minute or two just to figure out where they are. Yeah, big shout out to everybody who has hit the follow button today, guys. I do appreciate it. A couple of new followers, few people liking the stream as well over on TikTok. Same on Twitch, guys. Thank you for the follows. I kind of want to get this contract done, and I kind of want to just change a setting on something, just to see if it gets the alerts working, to be honest. I've kind of pinned myself against the wall here like an idiot. I'll tell you what though, this JCB tractor is not the most powerful thing in the world. The map, my friend, is the brand new Scottish DLC map, the Highlands. Is it Kinlaig? Pronounce something like that. It's... yeah. Something like that. I'm only going to butcher it if I try and pronounce it. You know, what I'm thinking is if I leave the game on ×5 and we just play like a full day, and you know, like, no, I don't say like a full day till like 10 o'clock at night, just see what contracts there is, and we'll just kind of play a day, and we'll just kind of leave the live stream as that, and do like one day per live stream, kind of like what I do on the YouTube series. Apart from we'll just be live and no time lapses and stuff. But guys, I am going to be looking at changing the name on Twitch, just because we are known as Matt's Farming on like YouTube. We are known as Matt's Farming on like TikTok and Twitch and things like that. But I run multiple YouTube channels for different games. And I'm thinking of just going to something more universal for the Twitch channel. Only the Twitch channel. Just because at the end of the day, like if I'm gonna do some ETS on a live stream, with the Dragon Lady, by the way, the Dragon Lady wants to truck, so I'm more than happy to oblige to that one. If the Dragon Lady wants to truck, it means we'll make more time for gaming. So yeah, I'm happy to farm with you during the days, and then maybe on weekends and that I can truck with the Dragon Lady. But that would obviously go to the trucking YouTube channel, and I don't want to be having trucking streams on the farming channel on Twitch. I'm not having multiple of every platform. I'm thinking of having more of a more universal name on Twitch, really, for live streams. I think that's the easiest way to do it, to be honest. Right, that is my can of energy drink opened, which means in about 10 seconds I'll probably need to pee. Because for some reason Monster makes me need to pee. But I can't live without it. I'm not gonna lie. I need the Monster. I need the Monster in my life. Although I'm gonna lie, actually, it's not Monster. I am using and I am drinking the Aldi cheap version of the green Monster, the original green Monster. And to be honest, when you can get a pack of 4 for £2.50, worth it. You can't buy two cans of Monster for that, and I can get a 4-pack. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Right, this JCB, like I said, the JCB does have its issues. Yeah, also guys, if I do this noise, just to give you all a bit of a heads up, me and the Dragon Lady spent 2 hours last night screaming at the TV, watching the Liverpool Real Madrid game, and to be honest, I have definitely got some throat issues today. I know the Dragon Lady's got throat issues because she's not been mean to me by voice. But I'm going to presume she's maybe also got some throat issues today after the screaming of the Champions League last night. And to be honest, worth it. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Right, so we have 45%. Now this is a relatively big field. I didn't really realise the field was as big as this, but we're going to have this problem quite a bit over the next few episodes, trying to work out what and where, basically. It's definitely something we're gonna get used to. But I'm making a list, actually. I haven't got a pen. Great. I need to make a list. I've got paper and I've got no pen. I need to change my streaming on Twitch to my Intel second graphics card. And I need to figure out the alerts. But like I say, I might be able to figure out the alerts not working while live on this one, because I do think it's a simple mistake that I've made. And I can possibly rectify that mistake, but I just can't be in a field when I do it. Although in fairness, I could put this on an AI worker and let him finish it and try and fix the alerts, but I kind of don't want to. You know, the whole point of the live stream is just to do the work. If we go quiet, guys, I'm just checking statistics on OBS using 6.4 CPU on OBS, but apparently I'm using twice the bitrate as it recommends. I'm supposed to be using 14,000, and I do keep seeing it glitching up to 28. I wonder if that's when the slight little frame drop. Yes, it is. The bitrate gets too high, and I think that's causing the frame to drop. Great. Like I say, I have never streamed to Twitch once in my life at 2K quality. And yet here we are. We have, you know, Twitch gave us permission to do it. It gives us encoding. We just got to figure out the bugs with it, really. I don't think we'd have the problems if we weren't going to TikTok at the same time. I do think that's partially the problem. I don't think it helps I'm doing virtual camera on horizontal and vertical for clippage. So I don't think that's helping either. I might turn off one of the virtual cameras and just see if it improves things. Again, we'll do it when we get to the end of this contract though. Actually, we might just do it. We might just quickly do it now while I'm here. Right, if I line that up there, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna turn off. No, it's replay buffer. That's the issue, not vertical. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's just do that. I'm just quickly changing a setting, guys. I won't be a moment. Let's just go on there. Let's just change that. Let's just change that. Let's just change that. That's on there. That's on there. That's on there. Let's on there. That's looking very good. Yep, I had a feeling you were going to do that to me. Let me go on there. Let me turn that off there. Let me just see if that improves the little stuttering issue. I'm not overly bothered if I don't have the ability to clip things, because I can still just cut it from the live stream. Let's just see if that actually makes a difference. I don't know for sure if it is going to make any difference. We can only see. But yeah, we've only got £9,000 in the bank, guys. So we have really got to get these two contracts knocked out. That's basically going to give us the money back for buying this machine. And it would have been nice to have waited for a machine to come up in the shop, a hoe to come up in the shop. But, you know, saying that, you could be waiting a long time for something like that to come up in the shop. There is a tractor come up in the shop now, a Fendt 700 at £225,000. That is quite expensive and nowhere near where we're going to be able to afford. To be honest, I didn't really want to buy this tractor because we paid like 50 odd grand, but we bought it brand new, so we are going to save a bit of money. Knowing my luck, this tractor will come up in the shop very soon and it'll be like half the price, but there isn't really much I can do about that. We couldn't wait to buy it. We had to get it bought straight away. Yeah, guys, welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome. I do think next time I would maybe do 3 headlands for this field. I think 3 headlands would just be a little bit easier on the turning circle. We'd have a bit more room to turn without having to constantly drop into reverse and do a 3-point. These nice long rows down the middle now, these should hopefully build up the percentage relatively quickly. I can only imagine field 32 is the same size. We are flying through this. 68%. Nice. There we go. Get ourselves lined up. Get the GPS turned back on. And in a straight line we go. I do feel like the that's made a bit of a difference, turning the ability to click by OBS off. It'll be fine once I go back to using the Intel card for encoding purposes. I don't know why I didn't do it and just set it up. It was originally on Intel for YouTube. Just something I've overlooked when changing it to the Twitch setup. You're gonna let me do a whole turn there because we didn't hit a wall. Nice. That was a little bit quicker. But yeah, I will try and fix the alerts as soon as I've done this field. Yawning my head off. Like I said, I used a lot of energy yesterday celebrating the Liverpool win. I've just seen the train go past on the mini map and I missed it. I wanted to see the steam train. That also was a very, very nice touch from Giants to do that. Adding a steam train into the UK map. I know we don't really use many steam trains anymore. But yeah, it's a nice little touch to have the steam train rather than just something more modern that you just see all the time. So yeah, that was a very, very nice touch. A non-steaming steam train. Well, to be fair, it's probably just because does it not steam at all, or is it just because I was too far away? I would have expected it to have steam. It doesn't steam at all. That is a very, very, very missed opportunity then by Giants to not have the steam coming out of the steam train. But again, you don't see any diesel smoke coming out of the trains on the other maps, do you? So, and I can only imagine trying to make steam move around the map would be quite difficult, to be fair. We are getting back to that annoying part of the field now where the wall is going to be back in the way. I definitely need to do 3 headlands. Next field needs 3 headlands if there's walls. One thing I do appreciate with Giants on this map, I'm gonna give it credit where it's due. I did expect Giants to release a UK map without walls, you know, like just open boundary fields like all their other boring maps. And I will say boring because I don't like giant default maps. This is officially the first one I've really, really, really enjoyed. And I have only been playing it for an hour, but first impressions, there is walls, there's gates, there's tracks. It's not just fields with no, you know, no walls or hedges or anything. They have actually gone to add in the detail into the map, and I do appreciate that from Giants on this map. I didn't think they'd do that, and it was a concern. I thought to myself, you know, if Giants make a map, are they actually going to add walls and hedges in? Because obviously, a part, you know, British farming, that is a part of the farming. But Giants never seem to add it, so I am very, very happy that they have added it in. And I just love like the surrounding, you know what I mean? It just, yeah, it just looks nice. Really impressed with it, to be honest. Right, we've got 13% of this field to go. Like I say, this was a bigger field than I actually thought it was. Not that one we need to go down, that's the one we came from. But we need to go down this path here. But we also need to make sure we've got it lowered. We do not want to be acting like a wally in the slightest. That was 2% already, wow. There's the one good thing about doing a bigger field actually, is you get like a percentage for the field that you don't have to do for the contracts, and the bigger the field, technically, the bigger the bigger the leeway is. I do need to start lifting this hoe up though, because it is really, really affecting it when I try and turn quickly. Yeah, hello guys, hello, welcome. It's not affected by the hills or anything. When we're going in a straight line, it is lovely. It is really, really, really working well. It's just the turns I've got to lift it, and it's just ever so slightly slowing us down. Come on, there we go. Then I need to lower that down, and away we go. But yeah, I reckon by the time we come back down the other side, we should be about done on this field. And then we get to go on a lovely drive to the opposite end of the map, which is brilliant because we've not been there. We're going to take different roads to the ones we've been on. If there's a road different we can go on, I'm sure there will be, but you know, you never know. Yeah, honestly, up to now, I'm loving the detail that they've actually put into this map. I don't think I've given a default map from Giants this much praise ever. And I can be Giant partnered all you want. If I don't like a map, I will say. But this one just is very, very nice. Really am liking the detail. It's a shame you can't use the bridge. I understand there's a boat for fishing, and that's why you've got a lot of watered area. I personally am not really interested in the fishing side of things. I do like the farming side of it from the tractors and stuff. So the fishing side of things, we will probably do some of it, but it's not going to be something I'm going to rush to do. But yeah, I do feel like it would have been nice to have gone over the bridge. Even if you went to the other end of the bridge and there was just a roundabout and you had to come back, it would have just been nice to have gone over it. There we go, 97%. I did think actually we'd have finished on that last one. But no, 97. But then again, the rows are getting a lot smaller now than what they were like a couple of minutes ago. They were the full length of the field. Now we're just finishing off this final corner. This is going to give us a good £6,000 or £7,000 as well in the bank. So, you know, it's going to do a lot for us. You're going to make me do it, aren't you? You can go fishing with just a rod. Yes, I have seen little bits of that. Just from the few people on TikTok when it's come up, I have seen certain bits. There we go. Right, I can't actually finish this field. It doesn't let me. So we're going to get this one cashed in straight away. And I do just want to quickly look. 6,700. So the next field's actually bigger. The next field's bigger. Okay. But I just want a second, guys, just to try and see if I can quickly fix these alerts. I'm not saying I will be able to. I'm just more trying to see if we can. That's there. Oh yeah, so that does actually give me the list of viewers there. That gives me the list of viewers there. Integrations, stream apps, we've already done all that. And the only thing I'm not connected to is Kick. I'm not streaming today. Okay. Let me just go on to there. Let me go on to there, and that's the alert settings. That's the chat overlay. Yeah, I am having a very weird internet thing here. Like I say, if it's a little bit weird today, guys, like I say, I am going to try and get all these little bugs worked out today. That's kind of the plan of this one. Wow, my computer has just absolutely just mangled itself. Right, let me load this up to there. Why does the streamer bot say it can give me that when I can't? It would appear opening the universal chat on StreamerBot has just absolutely lagged me out a little bit, and as soon as I close it, it's amazing. I won't be a second, like I said, I'm just trying to fix these alerts while we're in between fields. I think it's the best time to do it. Oh, StreamerBot is really just screwing with me on yeah, I tried to load the event page now and it's just absolutely killed it again, like when I open the universal chat. It does not like the universal chat or the event feed being open. So as soon as it opens, guys, I am just gonna close it. There we go. Yeah, we'll have to do things the way we've been doing it for now. We'll figure it out. Right, so we have to came in from the shop this way. So we're going to have to come down here. So come out this field, turn left, and just follow the road round and then left again when that time does come. Okie dokie. Right, this, I don't know if 4K, you're recording in 4K, you're then streaming in 2K, you're then streaming to TikTok as well. It soon adds up, so we have to just keep follow the road round. Okie dokie. Big bump. Yeah, I tried to open the stream about Universal Chat and it just absolutely lagged the hell out of everything. So I've closed it down now and everything seems to be catching itself back up a little bit. I even think maybe my Twitch stream went off and it's had to reconnect. I think it has. But yeah, we're here. These are teething problems, guys. Like I say, I've not streamed on this GPU before. I say I will happily just lower the settings down a little bit if I have to. Just the one thing I liked about streaming with YouTube is you can use AV1 encoding for YouTube. And oh my god, it is so much better. Like right now, this is streaming at like 2100. So like, yeah, it's about 22 megabytes at the moment, rather than the standard 6 for Twitch. And to give you an idea, and that's using like 2.264 encoding. If you did that via like AV1 encoding to YouTube, you'd need like 5,000 bit rate, which then puts a lot less stress on everything else. Right, this is the field, guys. So where, aha, there's the gate. I was about to say, where is the gate? So what I'm thinking here, guys, is I need a pee. To be honest, I did tell you that the monster would make me need to pee, and I was thinking of putting this on a worker. Oh, I don't like that. That gate needs to open a little bit wider than that. Can you imagine trying to get around here with a harvester? Yeah, that just seems a little bit... Right, so we are going to have to set this up once again. We did find on the last one, 2 headlands wasn't enough. Can we go for 3? Oh, looks like it might be a little bit better. Right, just before I do anything else, guys, I am just going to go and nip to the bathroom. I'm not going to change to like a be right back screen or anything. I don't really see the point, to be honest. I'm just going to just gonna go, and at least that way I shouldn't be too long. Just give me a minute or two. Right, I am back, guys. I did say it wouldn't take me long. Right, let's just. There used to be a way. Aha, there it is. So, right. Yeah, it's very strange. The alert's not working. I can't seem to get to the bottom of that one. It's very strange because I know if I send one, it works. Which is really strange because yeah, it just doesn't wanna. Really strange, but like I say, I'll try and get to the bottom of it off recording. But there we go, we are back now with our lovely JCB. This is, like I say, I think it's a little bit bigger than Field 15, to be honest. I am looking forward though to maybe buying a baler. There's some really good contracts. There is another hoeing contract come up as well. We can't do that. Can't do it. Could do that. We'd have to buy a flatbed trailer though. But we were already talking about that. Hopefully that's going to give us some jobs over winter. Actually, is the wood removal. There we go. Come on, let's get around this corner. Let's get this field done. Hopefully it's not going to take too long to do. I think it might be definitely worth just getting our head down with this one and getting it finished. I think this is going to take us to about 21,000. So both of these hoeing contracts will officially pay for the machine. So technically going forward, any hoeing contract will basically just be profit minus a bit of fuel and labour, really. So these are some contracts I do want to be doing and working on. Maybe should have done the skipper line as well. I think that might have been a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm loving the little stone walls. They are just... And when you look around, you actually see stone buildings and stone sheds. Really, really do like that. Yeah, I think this is one of my favourite Giants maps. It really is. I think the detail that they've gone and put into this one, I think is worth it. You see, I think the way Giants do it sometimes, I don't agree with. And you know, when they brought the logging map back and stuff, I already know with the DLC, like the next Giants map will be next November. They only bring out like one a year, and it's always at the end of the year. Yeah, I just think this is a very detailed map, and I'm very, very happy with it. And it does show you that Giants can get it right. And like I said, I'm not trying to hate on Giants like too much. It's just when you think of all the other maps, like Riverbend Springs, it's an okay map. You know, and I get like the Americans don't have hedges and fences around fields and stuff, but you know, out of all the games from Giants on when it comes to the maps, this is the first time they've ever released a UK map. You know what I mean? That alone is quite bad. But to be honest, if this is what they're gonna do for it. Like, they've even got the different coloured patches of road for the terrible repairs that the local council do. It's, yeah, it's crumbling Scottish Highland buildings. Yeah, honestly, the detail that's gone into this is my favourite Giants map. To be honest, it's vastly becoming my favourite map to play in general. But obviously, you know, I think when Oxy's map does come out, that's going to surprise us. Ooh. Oh God, stretching. Yeah, I need to get my new chair. I've got a new chair, and I really need to get it built. This one's starting to become uncomfortable. Granted, I've had this chair for about 5 years. It's one of the ergonomic mesh chairs, sorry. And I've got basically another style of that chair. I don't use gaming chairs or anything like that. I find them very uncomfortable. Also, I'm in the process of looking at getting a sim rig for some sim racing, so that'll come with a uncomfortable racing bucket style seat anyway. And I know it will, because that's just the style of chair that comes with them. I tell you what though, this has been, yeah, I can't get over how good this map is. And like I say, it is a case of it's because I didn't expect it from Giant. I'm sure there'll be issues somewhere, and there'll be like a map update coming out, you know, to fix a few bugs or something. You know, I worked with a guy who released Gateshead on FS22, Mr. Marv, and the reason he gave me the map early and to play it and stream it was to help him find the bugs, because sometimes you just don't see them until you play it. I'm loving that though. 22% done on the headlands. Just on the headlands. I've only done 2 headlands. Right, let's get this here. Let's get this over here, and let's get that turned back on. I think I'm going to be working on a bit of an angle very soon, but this is the 3rd and final headland, and yeah, it will just help with the turning issues on the JCB. It's not a turning issue, it's just with the implement on. Just takes us a little bit further away from the wall. Looking good. A quarter of the field is already done, and we've only done 2 and not quite 2.5 headlands. Tell you what though guys, I am very looking forward to doing onions, but I need to fix and update my little harvester trailer. No, my little, not harvester trailer, oh bloody hell. I've got like a little default old school harvester, and 3 meters wide, only holds 10,000, really isn't the best machine in the world. It's a very old mod that's been converted many times. I've got my own version of it, and I do need to add onion to it. So yeah, that's something we've got to do. I was meant to do it before I went live today, and to be honest, I completely and utterly forgot. Literally I just forgot. Get that done. Let's get it lined up. Lovely. That is going to shoot down there now. Definitely a turning issue with the hoe on the back on the JCB. Can you upload it when it's finished? I'd love to give it a try. I don't technically have permission to do it, but if you're in the Discord, I'll send you a copy of it. Just don't give it out. Those who chat with me can usually get some of the mods I do. Right, so that is officially 3 headlands done. Now, the reason I'm not going to lift the tool up or the implement on this, guys, I do want to just try and figure something out. I want to just be like, right, we can do that. I want to see if there's now enough room with 3 headlands, leaving it down to just turn around. Yeah, there's a massive issue with turning. Right, so the issue wasn't maybe the fencing, it was maybe just the fact that it just sucked for turning to just JCB, but only with this hull. Yeah, dude, if you want to know which one I'm on about, it's the one I used on Kinlaig, that very old style beet harvester. That's the one that I'm talking about. I just need to add onion to it. Like I say, there's a new crop coming to the game. I do like that though, when Giants do release their like major yearly DLC updates and stuff. You do get a new crop. And let's be fair, onion's been in the game for many, many years, but as a mod. You know, people bring it in as a mod. But it's nice to have it now as default. Oh. Wow. Let me go back this way. Got to go all the way down here. We've got to follow this white line just to our right. And this is where the start of it is. Anybody ready for the racing this weekend, guys? Looking forward to a little bit of the old Formula 1. Just because, you know, big McLaren fan. Not a Lando or a Piastri fan. I've just always been a McLaren fan, even as a child. And yeah, it would be nice to see a McLaren driver lift the championship this year. It's been a long time. I've been a McLaren fan since like the Mika Hakkinen days. I was a proper nipper when I was a McLaren fan, you know, and Coulthard and stuff, when it was the old black and silver like layout and wanted by West down the side. But like I said, proper old school McLaren fan, mate. I'd be an Aston Martin fan, but Lance Stroll's a driver and I just cannot get on board with Lance Stroll. He's like, he's not the worst driver in Formula 1, but how he still has a seat after all these years and not be any better, I just don't. Well, we know why. Daddy owns the team. Daddy owns his team. That's why he's a driver. But yeah, honestly, it's I'm interested in it too. Ah, yeah, dude, yeah. Now you put it in Discord. You might have to remind me though, dude, because when I finish stream, I do want to try and fix a few of the stream bugs. But you reminding me might actually remind me to actually do the mod in general. Like I said, I've been doing it now since. It's literally a case of opening the mod, going down to fill type, and just adding onion to the header. That's literally how little there is to do, and I still haven't done it. And I could have done it like ages ago. I don't know if... Is this the one I need to be on? I feel like this is not the one I need to be on. I feel like I've done this one. But the turning circle is proving to be just ever so slightly annoying. Nope, this is actually the one I need to be on. Okie dokie, fair enough. But yeah, I don't want to get you into trouble sharing mod. Yeah, to be fair, dude, the person who originally made it, it doesn't do it anymore. And it's just kind of one of the things where I don't tend to release it, but if you don't give it to anyone, I'll know if you do, because I've I've been printed logos and stuff into the i3D and stuff, so you know if someone shares it. Yeah, technically they could go over it with a colour, but then it's a bit obvious. And it's in a very weird place, but it was more just to see if anyone shares it. I used to share mods that I fixed, and I never like publish them like on Kingsmod, but like if I go on Kingsmod and there's a mod I want to use and it's like very badly broken because like whoever's done it has just done a really poor job of it, then I'll happily just put it in my Discord, because if I'm gonna go to the effort of fixing it, you know what I mean, I wouldn't like go to Kingsmod and put it on there or something like that, but I would definitely just share it in the Discord. Yo, Farmer Calls, how you doing, pal? Welcome back to the streams, my friend. Yeah, first one back, dude, in many months. Minecraft, I think, was the last game we were streaming. But we will plug the Minecraft stream, guys. We will just have a cheeky 10-second plug. If you do play Minecraft, I do have a server for our community. You've just got to be in the Discord to be whitelisted. As simple as that. There you go. That was a cheeky little plug. We don't pay for it. I do physically own a server, and we do run it from that. Yeah, how are you doing, Coles? Welcome. Thank you to everybody who is hitting the like button, guys. If you can make it read about 10,000 likes, I would appreciate it. The more likes you get, the more it's likely to be shared. I have just noticed that you like me on Discord. No problem with that. I thought it was the stream notification. But yeah, I've got a few things I need to tweak on the stream. I need to get both of the streams getting off the 5090, and I need to get it encoding via the Intel card once again. That just means I don't have to lower the quality of my game. But I am very disappointed that the 5090 has still had a bit of an issue. But I know what's going to happen. The minute I turn off TikTok, it'll be fine. I know, because that's the issue I had on the 4080. It was like TikTok Studio just zapped loads of like resources, even though it says it doesn't. Now, I'm not blaming TikTok, but I know if I turn TikTok off right now, I won't have the problem. Weird. We are 45% done on this. Like I say, we'll play till like the end of the work day kind of thing on this for the first stream. That gives me some time then to fix for future streams, but I do want to be doing some streams. Just to give you an idea though, guys, streams might not always be farm sim. I do want to start a new series of co-op SnowRunner. I've no one to co-op it with, but I do want to do it in co-op. Obviously we've got some Euro Truck Simulator coming up, and like I say, I am hoping to get doing some sim racing very soon. To be honest, I want to do iRacing for sim racing. The reason I'm not doing it at the moment is I'm currently waiting for Black Friday, because last year on Black Friday the price of iRacing was a lot lower, and I'm just waiting for that. Basically, I'm being cheap. After doing a lot of plumbing work this year in the house, having a brand new roof done, having new insulation put in, doing a lot of other things around the house as well, I need to just basically save a little bit of money, and I don't have the money to just go out and buy iRacing and a sim racing frame. So I am just gonna wait for Black Friday, see what I can pick up. Do you plan on Twitch name changes in Discord? What do you mean Twitch name changes in Discord? I am looking at changing the username on Twitch. Like, we are Matt's Farming on YouTube, we're there on TikTok as Matt's Farming, but I want to play different games rather than just farming, and I still want to be that farming sim farmer, farm simmer, but I do just occasionally want to be like, you know, when the Dragon Lady plays, she has Farming Simulator, but she would rather truck. And I kind of just want to go down a different name for on Twitch, because Twitch is going to be where we do the live stream. TikTok is going to be like an add-on. If we have problems with... If TikTok started having issues now, I would just turn TikTok off and we'd just be on Twitch. You know what I mean? Twitch is going to be the main platform. Might jump it over to Kick, but I can do Kick for using no extra resources. Like I said, I'm working issues out, and I've got to figure out what's best for us. You know what I mean? But I do want to change it from Matt's Farm into something like Matt's Sims, something along those lines, you know. I'm not 100% sure, dude. But I'm not going to change like YouTube, because I have multiple YouTube channels. Like, if I want to live stream the ETS on YouTube, I can literally just load up the trucking channel. But I don't want to be changing the details in OBS to like multiple different channels under multiple different names. YouTube's a little bit different because it's literally just clicking a few extra buttons. So I kind of want to go along those lines. That's why I've changed like my OBS setup from YouTube to Twitch, which is why I then want to push Twitch. If I can just set like Matt's Sim Gaming, something along those lines just for Twitch, at least then I know it won't technically be under the same name, but it will just be, yeah, it'll work out eventually. It's going to take some time to do and think of a decent name for Twitch and stuff, and ChatGPT will give me my logo, so I don't pay for logos anymore. But I do want to change the logo for the Matt's Farming on YouTube. If you look in my Discord, there is a bunch of logos that I've had ChatGPT make up for me. But I am thinking of changing the logo just to a little bit more. Yeah, like I say, just some changes coming up. Like I say, I don't want to be Matt's Farming and then doing like a week's worth of sim racing, do you know what I mean, and things like that. It's just little things. Just little things. We are coming up to 3:45 in the afternoon in game. We've done 3 contracts today, and we've had some fiddling around with the OBS settings and stuff. I do want to just point out though, guys, since I turned off the clip making function in OBS, we haven't had that stuttery problem that I'm aware of. Right, I do want to put it down to just that. But again, when I come away from and use my separate encoding GPU, that should fix all that. Should fix all that. I do want to just put out should. But yeah, I've got OBS settings to change. I need to figure out why the alerts are not working. And I then need to... change, yeah, OBS settings, alerts, and then I need to get the mod harvester working. To be fair, dude, if I send you the that mod, dude, you can test it for me this afternoon, this evening, if you get time, and then it'll save me buying it in the next episode if it's if it's got any issues. It shouldn't do, but you know. And I am going to go through my mod list on this series and start dwindling some out. I don't need them all. I've only activated every single mod I've got because it was just quicker to do it, and we can go through it at a later date. I can try. It basically do just harvest it, you know, with it, and if there's any issues, let me know. That's the easiest way to do it. Yo, Dylan sent a TikTok universe. Apparently, I don't think that was for me. That was weird. That's strange. I came up in my live chat notifications. I don't even think that was for me. I think TikTok just really bugged out there and sent me someone else's notification. I don't see anyone called Dylan in the chat. That's why I know. That's just really weird. That is really, really, really weird. We are at 72%. I am looking to get this finished. We might do another contract. We've just changed to 4 o'clock. Don't think we've had any new items come up in the shop. I do just want to have a little look though. I'm looking for a... Oh, yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it? I'm looking for a spreader. Not a sprayer, a spreader. Not bad for a little tedder. Can't afford that though. Bucket's not a bad price. Why have I not seen that before, guys? We could do tedding contracts. £14,000. I know it's only saving 8%, but it's got no work hours on it. Why have I not seen that before? There's a planter. Doesn't do much, but wood chipper. And 1 bale. Yeah, I'm very tempted about buying that. I'm very tempted about buying that because heading contracts is something else we can do straight away, basically. I really like the centre one and the fourth one. The problem I've got, dude, is I can figure out the fourth one, but the centre one, when I look on a screen, it might be a different centre one. As I drive up this road, my frames are getting less and less by 1 at a time. That is crazy. I can't wait. This is why I have a second GPU just for encoding. Honestly, it takes off so much pressure and strain. It's the one with the red vintage tractor in and the brownish border. All right. Okay. I think I'll know which one you mean. Put a little thumbs up reaction to the one you think it is. I think they're all uploaded individually. If that's the case, maybe do that if it's possible. At least then I'll... Yeah, I think I know which one you're on about. Oh, we are 70. No, it's not set. Ah, that sucks. Ah, that's my bad. That's my bad. Right, 78%. So we have done 1 mowing contract today. We've done 2 hoeing contracts, and I am very, very, very tempted about buying that tedder. 14 grand. We have enough money to buy it right now. We just won't have any money left at all. That's the issue. And if there's no tedding contracts, then we wouldn't be able to use it until there is any. But again, it's like a catch-22 on what's best to do. That's right. We're gonna work this percentage out here, guys, because I'm very curious what the percentage is gonna be. All right, so we're on 81%. Let's call it 81.5, but 81 just for a reminder. Let's see how many percent it is to one go. So we're at 82. Trying to figure at least 4 rows left. I think that's going to be. I think that's going to be 4 rows. You know what's going to suck today about putting this over on YouTube, don't you? Is the fact that because the stream on Twitch lagged out and it rebooted it, it's going to upload it up to YouTube in 2 separate videos. I wonder if it's worth downloading it as one, joining it together, and then just doing it that way. But that's a lot of hassle when I'm not going to have much time. That's the problem. Because I have got some IRL stuff to do. But if I go live about 9 o'clock, 9:30, and I do like an in-game day for at ×5, we've been 2 hours now and we've done like an in-game day. It'll be a bit different in the winter months, because the winter months are really gonna suck, because like at 4:30 it would be dark. But yeah, we might have to tweak it a little bit for the winter months. Even Saxlingham had tweaks on that video series on YouTube, and that was just the fact that yeah, we had to do it. You know, it was dark real late and it was dark real early. Late in the morning and early afternoon, and yeah, we didn't have a choice but to do it. Big shout out to everybody who has come in the stream today, guys, over on Twitch and on the Purple platform. I do appreciate the support. For our first stream back in a few months, it's nice to have that conversation. That's kind of why I like the live streaming. Like, you can do a video series and nobody can like and comment, but you know people are watching it. When you have like a live stream, you know, we've had people on Twitch, we've had people on TikTok coming in, having a conversation. Even if it's just 5 minutes, you know, it's a conversation. And I do massively appreciate it, guys. I really do. But yeah, the missus, the Dragon Lady, she wants to do some trucking again soon, guys. I'm thinking, I don't know if to continue like my very old 6-year-old save and just truck with her that way, or if I should start like a new trucking career, just to, I don't know, to do it slightly different. I don't really know. I haven't decided. But I spent a couple of days, a couple of hours over the weekend and stuff, and Monday just playing ETS, making sure I had all the controls set up, because like I say, when I had the Logitech steering wheel, everything was kind of like pre-done. When you go to a wheel that's not, I don't want to say it's not recognised by the game, because it is recognised, but like the controls are not, and you have to set up every keybind separately. Yeah, you kind of want to set them up to roughly what they were on the Logitech, and that's kind of what we've been trying to work at, really. Well, that is 95%, guys. That is. Put that down, put that on. Yeah, my turning's going to take a little while. Like I said, I do keep pressing the wrong button. I go to press the buttons like where the Logitech wheel buttons were, but the modes are slightly different. I could technically change it so it's that way, but then I want to get used to this way because the buttons are in a slightly different place, and yeah, I want to try and leave it as best I can and just get used to the way this wheel is set up. That's the idea anyway. But we'll get there. We will get there. It's just the lowering. I can't change it quick enough to lower. I literally have to look where the light is, where the button is. That's all. I use a Moser R5. I used to use a Logitech G923, but I use a Moser R5 now. And to be honest, it's an absolutely incredible wheel. Yeah, it is absolutely incredible. I just got to get used to it, basically. So we've got a bale wrapping contract. We have baling contracts. We've got deadwood. We've got fertilizing, harvesting, hoeing. Again, there is another hoeing contract. There is no tedding contract. The problem is, if I miss this tedder, it's not the end of the world, I suppose. 8%. Get the tedder. Yeah, I'm thinking that there's just no contract to do. Right, I'll tell you what there is. I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to do this now. Hang on a minute. Let me just look into something. So I'm going to look into trailers. We're going to look into... Let me have a look at forestry a minute. I don't want to be leasing items. That's something I don't want to do. So let's go into forestry, transport. That's 15 grand. So I can't get that one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Onion harvesting. Right, so potatoes and onion. Oh, right, so it works on the potato ones. Okay, that makes a bit of sense. Beet harvester. Potato 10 so this is the one I've got. This is the one that needs to add the onions. So we've got potato there. So I should be able to add onion to that. If I go down the line of, well, they've got that machine for both. So there, look. So that should give me the ability to just add onion to that one. And then I've just got to add onion to that one. So let it as a crop. And that should be done there. You have to select onions or potatoes on the other one when buying it. Do you? Okay, so see, that's information I didn't know. Why? Right. Okay. Okay. Yes, because onions is back here. Potatoes is up there. Yeah, because you need to top them, don't you? With the right. Okay. 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 Right, so I might end up having to do it slightly differently then. Because this header's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it might go under that one then. And this is what I've got to figure out, you see, when doing this. I bought the tedder. I went in the shop for a reason. There's still nothing new come up. There's no flatbed trailers that I can afford in the shop. There's a wood pickup contract, and I was just tempted about doing it. But the problem I've got is if I go onto front loading right now, front loading tools, I would have to use that. So that's 3 grand. So that would give me £5,600. £5,600. We could go down the route of an I4 Williams trailer, which is 9 grand. I don't have enough money. That one's too small. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. We might be able to do it this way. Okay, so yeah, we might be able to do something this way. I was hoping for one might come up, let me do a bit of login, but it's not going to let me. Why have I got the same mod as a mod? I don't understand. Right, so we are going to struggle trailer wise. There was a log pickup contract. If I hadn't listened to you on Twitch, I could have bought what I needed, done the logging contract, and I would have had enough money to do both. But now I don't. I'm going to blame you. I'm going to blame you. I am. I'm going to blame you. Yeah, I now don't have enough money to do both. I'm sorry, you will be. Low loaders. We could maybe use this one, but this one is gonna really headboard, sides, side panels. That's gonna be a bit of a problem to load it. I know there is another one in the game. I can never find this other one though. Is it under a miscellaneous category or something? I know there's another flatbed trailer. Where the default trailer? What category is the default trailer in? That's like kind of like a flatbed. I can't find it. Where is it? I genuinely can't find it. I can't find it to save my life. Oh, this is not going well, guys. This is not going well. Bale transport. Is it bale transport? No. It's like the I4 Williams trailer, but it's like a base game one. Oh, where is it? I genuinely can't find it. I genuinely can't find it. I'm having such a brain fart. It's like that, but it's a default trailer. Where the bloody hell is it? Oh, where? I can't find it to save my life. Come on, you must. Oh, I don't even know. It's the trailer I've got on Saxlingham. That was under miscellaneous. Yeah. Right. So look, we got hand tool miscellaneous not there. Miscellaneous here. That's for the i4 William. Dude, yeah. Brain fart. Right. So I can't even buy that. It's $9.5 grand. Oh, you suck. So I'm now in a position where I don't have a contract, and I've got that would get us the money quickly. I think that contract would get us the money quickly. We need to be looking at a baler. These are some decent bale. Round baler, square baler, round baler. Yeah, we don't have the money for the square or round baler, so we need to be doing something we can quickly do. The mowing. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to accept both these mowing contracts. This is going to absolutely kill the frames. I know it is. Right. If we just quickly do this, let me just double check the way back to the shop is pretty much the way we came. Yeah, it was under miscellaneous, dude. I do appreciate you pointing that out. I couldn't find it for the life of me. I genuinely couldn't find it for the life of me. Oh, hang on a minute. It's only worth £1,200. That's a shame. I was going to say I could have done a dead tree removal. See, what I'm thinking here, guys, is if we can buy a flatbed trailer, we can start moving fertilizer with us. So we could go and like in the next episode, for example, we could buy a fertilizer spreader. Then we could then move wood, and we can then use the same trailer to move fertilizer, doing the contracts where we can just take the spreader on the front, trailer on the back with a few bags of fertilizer and just work our way around them all. Look at the view on that. Look at that. Honest, oh my god, look at that. This is the best map Giants have ever made. I do keep driving on the wrong side of the road as well, and the worst thing is I I'm British. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And there's me driving on the wrong side of the road. But that view then was absolutely amazing. Whoa. Right. Let's have a look. So we've got quite a bit of a drive to go back to the shop. I can't believe it was under miscellaneous now. I was looking. The problem I've got is, am I going to get both these contracts done before it gets dark? That is the question. That's one of the fishing places, isn't it? It is. As soon as we get a little bit of land, guys, we will get like a greenhouse down or something daft like that. Right now, it's just all about getting a little bit of money, trying to get enough equipment so that each episode we can try and do something a little bit different, or do multiple different things in one live stream. So that's kind of how I'm trying to look at it really at the moment. Yeah, live streaming puts a lot more demand on my computer than doing the videos. Like I say, the frames have dropped massively compared to when I'm doing videos. It's really strange. But like I said, what I'll do is I'll offload the encoding to the... is this the way back to the shop? No, it is not. No, I'm gonna miss it. No. Oh. Honestly, guys, that's amazing. That is just awesome. The train is just awesome. I'm hoping anyone who's made a UK map and has a train now actually robs that train and puts it in their map. I really do, because it is just so much better than watching an American train go around like a UK, British, European map. There's not worse. Even in Europe, they had steam trains, you know what I mean? I know they had steam trains in America, but we never had those style trains like what they have in America over here and in Europe. So, not that I'm aware of anyway. Right, so that is one of our fields there. That's not that big a field. I reckon we could do that quite quickly. I do feel like we're going to absolutely kill our frames until I can offload to the Intel card though. Oh my god, there's a little mini! Yes, a mini! I love it. That needs to be released as a Giants DLC. A mini. I'm sorry, but we need a right-hand drive mini that Giants have to release. I would drive that in my series. I currently drive a left-hand drive Defender in the series I do have a car in. But yeah, I've got so many maps I can play now, but this is just gonna absolutely take all of it at the moment. I've got the Western Shore, I've got the Northern Coast, but this map is just... Oh my god, is that a new Mini? Is that a BMW Mini as well? Oh, and a Range Rover. 80s and 90s Range Rover. Looks like a Triumph. Oh my god, these, yes. Oh my god, no way, the little freewheeler. I love it. Alright, we need all these cars making into drivables. Yeah, we've got the little BMW Mini. Giants did miss it though by not putting a Union Jack on there. I'm just going to point that out. Yeah, just seeing it, dude. Oh, I love like the old, you know, the old vehicles. Oh my god, do you know what? This map just gets better and better every time I see something new. Honestly, I'm gonna be like this for quite a while, guys. I am very, very, very impressed with this map. Even the red road markings for the anti-skid in the middles and stuff, it's just... yeah. Giants have officially outdone themselves with this map. Can we go to the castle and go around it? Oh, look at the cars! Whoa! Oh my god, no, honestly guys, right, I'm stoked. Right, where is the entrance to this field? Come on, someone must know, because I don't. Oh, there it is, I've seen it, I've seen it, I've seen it. Did you visit the inside of the shop and take a look at the prizes of the shelf? No, my friend, because I don't want to be getting any free money on this series. I feel like if we start getting free money, I think it would ruin the idea of the series of working from nothing. But honestly, guys, I am absolutely loving. Do you know, right? I'm going to tell you now, right? It's not free money. Hang on. There's items in the shop. It's not free money. Right, okay, right. Let's have a look. This is what live streams are about. I am in the shop. Point me, do I need to be in shop and crop? Waiting area or administrator? We've got a planer. Right, yeah, but where? Oh, I'm loving. Oh, look at the tool set. Oh, look, the Dragon Lady's favourite tool. A hammer. That's not really a nail gun, that's more of a stapler. Have a look at the different shelves and stickers. I'm confused. Just have a look at the different shelves and stickers, prizes on it. Oils? Was it the oils? Was it the oils then? Am I meant to be able to get something, or am I just missing? I'm really missing something here, dude. You need to... I can hide a shelf. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I'm with you, yeah. Right, I thought like you meant like there was something, I don't know. Like you could come in and pick up a free chainsaw. Right, I'm with you. Right, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I genuinely thought like you were on about like there was something. Not money wise, but like you could go in and pick up like say a free chainsaw, but only if you went and got it from the shop. You know what I mean? Things like that. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. My bad. That was just a little bit of a me not understanding, but that sounds about right to be honest for me. Right, this is probably going to kill my frames once again. And yes, it has, guys. I do apologise. This has killed the frames. But only when I'm live streaming. That is really strange. Very, very strange. I could turn DLSS on. That would cure the problem. But I don't want to because I do play in native 4K. It won't be long. We're only like 7 frames under. Yeah, I thought, dude, like when you're on about like prizes, I thought you meant prizes like there was something to get. Yeah, no, I'm with you, dude. That's fine. That was just me not understanding. Dude, if you are aware, there is some things you can use, sound effects and things like that, while watching it on Twitch, the purple platform. When you watch the stream, you get channel points just for watching, and then you can use those free points that you earn just to do like a, you know, like a hello kind of thing when you enter the chat and stuff, and just to give you an idea if you didn't know. There's a steam train! Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, there's some animations and stuff. There's more to come. I just don't have my streaming lights set up yet. I don't know if I'm going to bring them back actually, because they're a bit of a nightmare to set up, to be honest. Right, we have done 1.5 headlands. We are at 28% done. It has killed the frames a little bit. Like I said, this shouldn't happen in the next episode. It's just the it's like the animation. Yo! I love how that came up in the as an alert. I love how that came up as an alert. But following me didn't. That's so weird. That's really weird. That shouldn't have come up as an alert. It should have just come up as the... It was nice to know it worked at the same time. But yeah, you can do loads more on Twitch than you can on the others. But I think we're just going to drive round and round in circles, to be honest. I think it's going to be the quickest way to... But yeah, you've got like a high or a yo. Couple of things. You've got like a... Don't let your kids watch this from Lazy Town. Yeah, I've got 2 highs. I've got a high... I've got a hello there, and I've got a yo, what's up? One's for subscribers, one's not. But yeah, that's why I have a separate one, so I know when subscribers come in. I can't remember which one's which without double checking now. Like I said, I haven't live streamed since March, May. I know it begins with them. But in fairness, I have been a very, very busy boy. I have to go in a bit, work, duties and so on. If you're able to send me that up. Yeah, what I'll do, pal, is I'll, if I remember to do it, I'll send you it in Discord, dude. It's remembering to do it is my biggest problem. Got a memory like a goldfish. Alright, so we'll do it this way now. I think, to be honest, we're going to have to start going up and down. Otherwise, we're just going to waste a lot of time driving around in circles. But if I can get this done, evening is coming, so the end of the stream is upon us at some point soon. I do just want to get both of these though, but at least we've got money in the bank for the next episode. Like I say, I want to try and have enough money to possibly buy a new piece of equipment. I was looking at that trailer and the log yard and the log fork. We might get that still. It depends what contracts there are when we go into the next month. You know, we have been playing for a couple of hours. It's been very good. We've had very minimal issues, which is very handy indeed. Yeah, I'm very stoked with the very minimal issues. I am literally getting notifications in my chat on TikTok for friends sending other people like bits and stuff, for example. I'm not bothered, it's just why am I getting them notifications on my live stream? That is really, 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 really strange. That is really strange. Right, we are 90% done on this contract already. It has not taken us long in the slightest. Yeah, why am I getting notifications for somebody else? Doesn't seem right, that. But I am. Well, oh, it just got dark all of a sudden. Wow. Wow, that got dark. I am loving this JCB, guys. This is probably going to be a well-used tractor in future series. It's got relatively good horsepower. It's relatively cheap. And it just works so nicely. Right, that is one contract down. So we do need to get down to the other one to get it done. This is also going to send us on a road we've not been down before, guys. So we've got to go to the shop and we've got to come around here. We've got to keep coming all the way down. Also need to find out where the other farm is. Is this the small cow farm? I don't know where the other small cow farm is. Apparently there's a small cow farm which people at the moment seem to be preferring to play on. So I understand like that's the main farm. But whereabouts is the other farm? I'm not really sure whereabouts it is. Is it that one? I don't know. Top of field 41. Oh, there. I'm with you. Right, so it's field 57. Right. Someone's camping him. If I buy this land, they can get out. If I buy this land, it'd be mine. Right, let's just have a little... I know I need to go and do that other field. I just want to... Oh, yeah, this looks like my style of farm, actually. Little dirt track coming in. Proper old knackered barn. Can't open the doors. I don't know if they do open, but I can't open them maybe because I don't own the land. We've got access to 41 in there. Yeah, I can't open it, so it's because I don't own it. Somewhere to put some bales. We've got a silage pit. Nah, no, this does look like that's the farm for us. Right, let's go and get this last field done then in this episode. I've lost the gate. Oh, of course I did a completely pointless turn. Lovely. That little cake shop reminds me of a cake shop in Thornton-le-Dale, which is not far from me. I love the little one-way street systems. That is really, really cool. Oh, I'm loving that. Yeah, that is very, very... You know what? I've just crashed. I wasn't watching. I wasn't watching and I've crashed. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna do the bus. Way. Right, so we've got to turn up that road coming up in a moment. That is the way up, and then we've got to follow that road all the way around to the new contract. Have a nice rest of stream, Matt. Kind regards from the Netherlands. Yes. I tell you what, I do seem to pick up people from the Netherlands in my stream and community. I've got you, I've got Flo. Oh, what was the other guy called? I'll know when he comes in stream. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Wow, if he watches this, he's going to be like, wow. Yeah, have a good day, pal, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Right, so we are looking for... I'm loving the fact that this is 30 mile an hour as well, by the way. And we're going uphill. I'm very, very, very happy with this purchase. Everything else we bought, though, has been second hand. Oh, no, 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 no. The hull was brand new. You could do a roleplay series on this map. I've driven past where I needed to be. I've gone wrong. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm freaking lost. Right, let's just do a quick U-turn around here. That's fine. We'll do that. I needed to turn off, guys. I wasn't paying attention. To be honest, I'm just taking in the scenery. It is such a fantastic map. That's probably the bus I overtook earlier. He's probably laughing at me now behind the wheel. The idiot went flying past me and then got lost. Right, so we've got to go up here. We need to turn left. We will indicate just to be a little bit more better. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Up we go. Right, so where is the gate? You shall be around here somewhere. Ah, there is no gate. This one. No frame problems. As soon as I turn that mower on, it's like frames just disappear. I can't say I've noticed that before. Very strange. Yep, this will be the last job we do today, guys. I think overall for a first stream, I think it has been really, really good. A couple of technical bugs here and there, but I think overall, yeah. %7 done. I am missing a lot of this field now. I am missing the field on purpose. Now it's got dark. I don't really know where the edge of the field is sometimes, and it's just, although it might be easier if you just turn the freaking lights on so you can see. There we go. Zoomed out a little bit. We've lost a little bit of game sound effects, but it'll be right. That is looking very good. 22%, 21% done now. I thought it was 22. There we go. That's 22%. This is a big ass field. We don't get paid much more for doing this one, but it's definitely a hell of a lot bigger than the last one we just did. And the pay wasn't much different. Yeah, very strange. We are flying through it though, to be honest. It is a nice wide mower. If we only had a baby side mower now, it'd be absolutely killing us. Well, this batwing mower, I know I've used this in YouTube series, but when you're live streaming, it's more about just convenience. It was in the second-hand shop. It was relatively cheap. We have the power to pull it, so why the hell not? That's how I'm seeing it anyway. Mile an hour as well as a working speed. Definitely worth it. It's weird actually, because now I'm zoomed out. I don't have the sound effect. I can hear the music a little bit better anyway, but not that in general, but it doesn't make the frames that much better. It's weird. It's only when I live stream and it's on TikTok that I have this problem. Like I say, I would love to have a TikTok stream key so I can just use OBS. It would be so much easier. Concentrating like hell because it's dark and I don't want to. I feel like I'm just overlapping way too much. But then if I overlap too much, it's going to end up delaying the end of this contract. There we go. So 68% done. We have something in the sale. It is £535,000. That has got to be a harvester at that price. It can't be anything other than a harvester at that price. Jesus. I think we did the right thing though. Buy implements second hand, but we bought a brand new tractor. I didn't think at the end of one stream we would have as many implements as we have. We've got 3. 4 if you include the front loader. No attachments for that yet though. But we technically got, okay, we've got 4 things to work on our tractor. I don't think that's bad for one episode, but we do need to be keeping money to one side now for getting a farm. We want to get a farm as quickly as we can. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. Yeah, we'll definitely go for the smaller cow field. Cow farm. I think it was a cow farm. We'll definitely go for the smaller one. Top of field 48. It definitely looks more my style of farm for this kind of let's play. Alright, that is 11% left to go. That is not too shabby though. Couple more passes and that should be us just about done. $97. Yeah, we definitely made a mistake with the overhang. There we go. That is the field done. The exit is somewhere around here. So what we need to do now then, guys, is we basically just need to work our way back to the shop. To be honest, right now I'm just trying to find my way out of this bloody field. There we go. I wouldn't mind, but we were right near it and all, and we ended up going almost round the other way on the field. Right, let's get that one turned back on there. Let's do that. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, this map is by far the best map. Now there are a few maps I haven't played on yet, like Winaloo and stuff. Is it Winaloo? Is that how you pronounce it? The Welsh map. Yeah, I haven't played that yet, so I can't compare this map to that one. But up to now, it's taken a year for me to find a map that I could be like, yes, this is amazing. Like, Saxlingham is a nice map. We kind of did that YouTube series wrong though. We started too small because the field's been so big. This is right. Starting with nothing on this map and working our way up on this size map is exactly how it needs to be and should have been. But we will just head our way back to the shop. I've got to figure out this frame thing though today, and I need to do that mod. I need to do the mod. And I need to test it. That's not bad though, guys. 2 hours and 45 minutes for a stream. That is not bad going at all for the first stream back. Couple of, like I say, a couple of technical issues. Nothing major though, which was nice. And that is us back at the shop. And that, my friends, is where we will finish the live stream. We will just park this over here. I'm trying to use these parking bays as our storage. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, let's just have a look what came in the shop. I knew it had to be a harvester. I knew it had to be a harvester. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out in my stream today, guys. I do massively appreciate it. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later on. Bye for now.